I am Kenneth Kenrock Thompson. This is the Big Homie Club.
Look, first you gotta pay dues, then you gotta make moves.
The goal of the Big Homie Club is having real conversations with real people.
Is that right?
We're gonna talk about real situations that affect real people, that affected our family, that affect our community. However, with this club, it's spelled KLUB, which means we know only loving you back, which means we know exactly what we're giving you when we're giving it to you. We're just not giving you something because it was gave to us. We're giving you real information that can take away from that gap, that can take away from that time, that can help save your life.
Police can't control us, they just react to these murders. Take y'all niggas off and be back in the morning. Last time was a walk up, now we popping out the foreign.
Welcome to the Big Homie Club.
I got too many stories. Talk just like a we got to make a ship, a break, a levee like New.
What's up with everybody? Welcome to the Big Homie Club, Volume 3. I got Lil here, I got SDOT here, got Area 32 here. Have a real conversation. With that said, first and foremost, I'm just gonna ask y'all to introduce yourself before we start it off. I'm gonna start right there.
I'm SDOT.
My name Lil.
All right, so Lil, SDOT, Area 32, right?
Sure.
I feel like it's a very important reason why I asked y'all to come up here. One thing that I try to do with the Big Homie Club, I try to reach out to people that like I watch from afar, that I admire from afar too, as well. You feel what I'm saying? And people that I feel like we can have real conversations with, you know what I mean, that's going to mean something at the end of the day. We all know that basically everything that we say, stay. You know what I mean? Even when we go. So the things that we say to people, the things that we do, it matter. You feel what I'm saying? So I wanted y'all first and foremost to know why I asked y'all to come up here. Like I really want to have real conversations with real people. And the goal is for me to learn more about y'all learn more about me, and hopefully we all learn more about ourselves at the end of the day. So that's the goal. So with that said, like, I know you said you Lil, I know you said you SDOT, but like, what do that mean? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what's the essence of SDOT? Like,
Rock, you know, my story a little crazy. You know, I'm a work in progress, though, you know. Like, I just hopped in this field, the nonprofit situation, like, helping the youngins. You know, I come from the street, you feel me?
yeah.
I see the youngins out there doing bad. I really want to say the youngins, like, it's really messed up out here, Rock, you feel me?
Yeah.
You see the youngins, I was working at the juvenile detention center, like, the youngins misguided, like, completely, like,
Yeah.
you feel me? So I'm really trying to grab a hold of the youngins, show them they got a big brother, you feel me? I ain't trying to be your dad, I ain't trying to punish y'all. I'm just showing you that y'all got somebody in y'all corner, you feel me?
Yeah.
Talk to, I give them all my number, you feel me? Stay in contact, you feel me? Y'all need something, just hit me up, you know?
Yeah. So Lil, the bang on what he said, right? He said two things that I really hit. One was a big brother. You know what I mean? Like I know you got a big brother.
Yeah, for sure.
You got a big brother?
No.
You don't have a
I'm
big
the
brother.
oldest.
You the oldest,
Yeah.
right? So like, I that word big brother is very, very, very important to me because I lost my big brother when I was 15. And I feel like a lot of the stuff I got into was me looking for my big brother. Right after my big brother got killed, it was like I was bumping my head, old head, looking and being loyal to the point where I was just willing to die for niggas. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was always looking for my big brother, but not understanding that I was never going to find him. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
So when you clarify yourself as a big brother to a young boy, like what do that entail? Like what do that mean?
Like somebody you can look up to, you feel me? Like a mentor, you feel me? Somebody gonna show you the street path, you feel me? I ain't gonna have you on no bullshit, you feel me? Right?
Yeah.
You feel me? I ain't gonna give you no pack or nothing of that. Like, give you no gun, you'll go crash out, none of that, you feel me? I'm gonna give you that's what it is. Like, you don't go down this path, you feel me?
Yeah. So Lil, what's your if I ask you who Lil?
Right.
Like I know I hear my stories I get from afar, you know.
Yeah.
I was basically gone while y'all was growing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I come out like, damn, what's up with young boy? Oh, that's such and such. So I really don't know. This is a chance for me, like, damn, to really get to know you. You think?
Yeah. Basically the same thing bro said. You feel me? Like, your man grew up in SMS. Your man was following the wrong path.
Yeah.
Your man, even though like I always was a leader, I let everything from the outside still influence me.
Mm.
I always had a good heart. I never like really try to send the youngins on no dummy missions or anything like that. So it was like I felt like this was my path.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like always looking out for the youngins and making sure they cool.
Yeah.
and like showing them the right way to go. Like, even though I've been through what I've been through, like you still can make it.
Yeah.
But I'm also trying to show them that everybody don't get a second chance.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like a couple minutes, your whole life done. You feel
Yeah.
me? Yeah. So that basically sums it up for me.
So where do that come from? Like, far as like understanding, like, cause you know how like I always go through the thing like you could tell a young boy anything. Like they told us everything. Like,
Right.
dog, don't go to the corner. You gonna go to jail or get killed. But you still had to go through it to become who the person that you meant to become. That's just the thing within itself. So I want to ask you like, what was that? It's called the catalyst, basically. Like, what was that thing that happened that made you just like click it? Like, no, I'm done with it.
I mean, it was a multitude of things. You mean hearing your folks crying in court? You mean when they tell you you possibly can get 57 years?
Mm-hmm.
You mean it was, oh man, the racist CEOs?
Yeah,
Like everything just made me change my mindset. Like, man, I gotta start reading.
yeah,
You mean, and that eventually started making me get into the books and stuff like that, and I just start like elevating my mind.
yeah.
You mean,
What
I start
about you,
surrounding
Doc?
myself around the same people.
Me, that cell, right? I was just, I was just in the county 2021 with the young boys. Like everybody, they all zombies. Rock your sad
Yeah.
down that joint. Like everybody getting high off K2, doing some boxing strip.
Yeah,
They kids, they 18 to 21. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
they don't know when they going to court.
yeah.
They all got the PDs. Right? It was sad. Like I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
I gotta come home and change my whole thing. Right?
You was on State Road,
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah,
and that joint
it's like crazy. Right? Like
is crazy. Cause I remember being on State Road as a young boy, and like I remember like that was one of the things that hit me. It was like, all right, when I was down there, I was the last time I was down, I was 24 years old when I caught my indictment, and it was like the entire hood was inside the jail.
Yeah.
That joint was like mind blowing. Like, you know how you ride through the hood, you be like, damn, such and such one right here, they out here on the corner.
that's how
It was like that joint in
that's how it's
there.
still like that,
Right.
damn. It's
Yeah,
still like that,
you know what I'm saying?
all the little youngins.
Just, yeah. All right, my fault. Then that joint little Liz. I can't let you. All right, that joint, I made look crazy on the visual. Yeah, so I wanted to basically like,
I'll lift it up? I'll lift it up too. Can I cross over? Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, I wanted to so with that said, right, like think about like the word transition, right?
Right.
So the transition from being a young boy yourself, like getting booked, you know what I mean, picking gas up, or whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
going through those situations, like what's the like if you was to describe the transition from being a dude in the county in 21, running around with the young boys on Zombie Time,
Right.
to now, like, can you describe that transition? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, cause that joint ain't easy. Like, what is it like?
Oh man, it was like a crazy transition, man. Like it was like hell. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole trips, all of that. You mean hunger strikes in jail?
Yeah.
You know how I get.
Yeah,
It was crazy. So it was like hard transitioning, but it's like I knew I had to do it.
yeah,
So they ain't stopped me. You feel me?
yeah.
Yeah.
So what would be what would be the best thing that happened during your transition? Like, what would you think? Like, damn, this is the reason why I did it.
That's it.
My family, you feel me, right?
Yeah.
Like you feel me? You gotta live better out this junk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Especially
Right.
if you want people to look up to you, you feel me? Especially you can't be doing wrong and talking about, yeah, I want to be your mentor, you feel me?
yeah.
I'm like, this nigga on bullshit.
What's the hardest part about the transition?
The hardest. I always been a leader though, right? So it ain't really no hard. I'm gonna do what I want, you feel me? And
Yeah.
everybody like still respect me the same. You
Yeah.
feel me? It really wasn't no hard part.
Yeah,
Nobody
Yeah.
never looked at me different and none of that.
yeah,
You feel me?
yeah. So let me ask you this: like, how would you define your transition? Because, like, for me, like I say, like the best part of like making the transition or whatever I feel like I'm transitioning into, right? Because transition it's an ongoing process.
Yeah, for sure.
Any day,
Yeah.
you like,
Yeah.
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like every day, it's like
Yeah.
something. You like, hold up, I'm chilling though. You feel me? So it's an ongoing process. But I would say, like for me, like the best part of the transition is like just being in different doors.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
what
Yeah.
the fuck I'm doing in this joint? Like,
Yeah.
You
with me,
free.
like, yeah, like I work at City Hall. You feel what I'm saying? I
I
put
be saying
shoes
you-
on every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I be like,
right.
what the, like I'm in this joint.
Yeah.
So a lot of times that be like, dang, you know what I mean? But I will also say at the same time, it's like sometimes you be feeling like, oh, like, I ain't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just because I'm on this
Yeah.
time, like, don't mean, but it do mean I'm,
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna clarify.
You
Just
growing.
because you're on this time, it do mean I'm on this time. Like, a nigga can't come, for lack of a better word, just throw me off my course.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But and things will and people will come to throw you off your
Yeah, for
course.
sure.
So, but a part of that transition is just staying strong on that course and not allowing that. And then sometimes that's hard. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's why that's what I was like. Basically, I was wondering if y'all go through the same thing with that. And a lot. How old is you?
32.
32.
32 too.
Yeah, that's a great age. You know what I mean? 32, a great age, man. I'm 42.
I feel old, man.
Nah, I was in prison from 24 to 40.
Yeah.
So my entire
Yeah.
30s was gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like 32 is a prime age. And
Yeah,
I,
for
you know what I
sure.
mean? And like on some real time, like I could hit you with the I'm proud of you, John.
Yeah.
But it's good to see y'all
Yeah,
32
for sure.
doing the right thing. Not even the right thing, doing what's best for y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all family. So just like anything else is like, what else though? Like,
You don't feel free rap? Like, you feel me? Like, you don't gotta look over your shoulder. Like, damn, you feel me? How you know we used to be out there? Like,
Yeah.
damn, ain't given a second we can go to jail.
yeah,
I don't
feel
gotta worry
free.
about that no more. You feel
Yeah,
me?
I feel free.
Yeah, you-
I feel free, but it's like with me personally, honestly, I'm so used to being locked up. Like I'm used to being booked.
That's for real. Me
Yeah.
too.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I went to
Catch
jail.
yourself
You feel me?
doing the same
Yeah.
stuff, same routine
Yeah.
sometimes. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, everybody not. It's not gonna come across like I'm married. That should be drawn in the crib. Like I'm cool. Like me personally. Like I ain't gonna go do nothing. I could just sit on the couch and like have a great night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just watching Fade to Black before I got here. You feel me?
Yeah, bro.
2004, having a good time.
Yeah.
But I would say that though, like feeling free is good. So let me ask you that question though, because I'm big on those words. Like, what is free? Like, how would you define free?
Free. I don't gotta look over my shoes. I ain't worried about nobody looking
Mhm.
for me. You feel me?
Yeah. What about you, Lil?
Free is like no ceilings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're not limited to nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody
Yeah.
telling you what to do, and not only like physically, like mentally too. It's not taking a mental toll on you. You feel me? Yeah.
What's your like? If I was to ask you like, what's your goal? Like you know they got this little joint I did it before in jail. It was like your dash, right? You ever heard of your dash? So
I heard
on your dash it's like your tombstone, right? So it got the year you was born, and they got the year that you died, whatever, and then they got the dash. So it's like with that dash is the entirety of your life. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like if you want to, if I was to ask like, damn, SDOT ain't here no more. Like, what would you want that dash to represent? Like, when people look, they look at that dash like, damn, that's who SDOT was.
Honorable bro, you hear me?
Honorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be your word.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
gonna ask you to look
He's
for another
stealing my
one.
words, man.
It's too many
Honorable.
words.
Oh man, it's a bunch of things, man. A game changer.
Yeah, that's tough.
Like you said, it's typically nobody our age is doing the work we doing.
Yeah.
You mean we're
Outside.
making it thorough and cool. You mean to do the right thing.
Yeah.
It sums it up.
Yeah,
Man.
and I agree with that. I think it like in Philly now, like, all right, we know the homicide rates and just that and the third. Young boys still getting killed. Not even
Yeah,
young
for
boys, people still getting killed, period, right? But violence is down. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not nothing to tap our hat on
Yeah.
because somebody lost their life today, yesterday, or whatever the case may be. But I do feel like organizations like Area 32, like SMU, like NOMO, like other organizations, we really making a difference out this joint. You feel what I'm saying? And I do feel like the cool thing right now is to be thorough. Like, is to like, no, you know, like I feel like that's the thoroughest thing in the
Yeah.
world right now.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the new wave. You dig me? And I also be thinking like at the same time, like in the, like I'm gonna keep it real, like in prison, right? And we all know we all been in prison, like even with Islam. Like I used to get a talk sometimes or whatever. And one of my things was with Islam was like it's pure water, right? And then I used to you could take like a lemon juice and you could put the lemon juice in the jar, but you would never see it. But it's no longer pure water. You feel what I'm saying?
Lemon juice now.
It's lemon juice now. It's lemon water now, right? But sometimes with Islam, we could put the nigga shit in it. You know what I mean? And we ain't even Islam no more.
Yeah.
We just on nigga time.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my thoughts is I don't want, or I try to pay attention to allowing the nigga shit to get into the work. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because there's so much dollars attached to the work nowadays that is the nigga is in all of us.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It been breaded. So it take a lot to keep the nigga at bay.
Right.
And it take continuous learning. It take conversation. It take like breaking ice with people. Like, look, bro, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It take that, because if not, the nigga, like Malcolm X got a saying, right? He say Elijah Muhammad had the greatest movement in the history of black people. And all it took is a nigga to fuck it up. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? And that nigga, like, we gotta, like, I feel like us as people on the street, we gotta always pay attention to him in the background. Fuck that nigga, that ass.
Yeah.
We always gotta pay
For
attention
sure.
to that. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm
I
saying?
feel on point, right?
Sure.
Yeah. And
Right.
that's my only thing. Like, so I do feel like we making a difference. I just want
Sure
us
we are.
all, like, and me first and foremost, like,
Mhm.
keep the goal the goal.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That be my main thing, bro. Like, keep the goal to goal, right? Like, sometimes you be like, dang, what the fuck? Or this, that, and the third, nigga did this, or that, and the third, but you be like, yo, keep the goal to goal, man.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one thing I wanted to say too. And another thing, just like, what's y'all thoughts? Like, how y'all feel, man? Like, y'all like, yeah. You know what I
Oh
mean?
man.
I feel good. This
Yeah,
young
absolutely.
Uh-huh.
I feel good, man. I feel good. Basically to hit on the topic, like as far as us like changing and transitioning, that also feel good too.
Yeah,
Even if like we're not capitalizing on anything off of doing something for the youngest and stuff
Yeah.
like that, or just like a simple like link up with a job or anything like
Yeah.
that, basketball, like that feel good.
yeah.
You
I
man?
seen y'all today when y'all was at a school today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, how was that?
That was deep, man. Yeah. Just to know like the mentality of these youngers is getting younger and younger.
Yeah,
Like the bad mentality from
Yeah.
the posting the guns on the ground,
yeah.
you mean shooting each other, stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like it's getting crazy, man.
Yeah, so like to go back what you were saying, like, all right, one of the things like that, like when I go to my catalyst, like my thing that made me want, I read the book when I was booked. It was a couple of Jones that got me. The first John that got me, the book was Tukey Williams' John.
I read that before.
Yeah.
Redemption, social
Black
redemption.
Ray,
right?
Blue, yeah. Blue
I
Ray,
got
Black
two of
Redemption.
I read that John
Yeah.
Who.
Bang!
Read it,
From the
yeah.
rip, right? Then it was really got me was The New Jim Crow by Alexander Michelle Alexander, right? And the book, it show you like everything that we do, bro. It's like a chessboard. Somebody put a board together and know what moves we're gonna make before we make them.
Right.
And the only people we benefiting is the people that we say we don't like, or we say we don't like, racist people, whatever the case may be. But the only people that we benefited is them for
Yeah.
the moves that we making.
Sure.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So when I start to look back at that, cause nobody want to feel like they a pawn on somebody's chessboard.
Mhm.
Like, damn, like all the moves, everything. I felt like the streets within itself, like even like the word, like people use the word loyalty, like it's like they throw it up in the air like it's an
Yeah.
alley oop.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
feel what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of that stuff is like I gotta say it's like the illusion of loyalty. Like
Mhm.
the streets paint you like this illusion, like
Mhm.
this is what you supposed to do. Like I'm supposed to pick guns up on Instagram. Why? That's the dumbest shit in the world.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you think you supposed to do it. Like
Mhm.
I'm supposed to pick work up if I'm 15, 16 years old. I'm supposed to go lay the boy there. I'm supposed to go kill him. I'm supposed to go do this, that, and the third one. It's like a play that been played for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's like, and that's my whole thing. It's like the education of it. Like, yo, we really getting played out this joint. You feel what I'm saying? Even with like in the city with the violence and everything else, it's people capitalizing off the violence.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's people capitalizing off of that. Like even the alternatives to violence, all the money that's getting thrown, it's people on the back end capitalizing off of that too. You know what I'm saying? So it's I just feel like it's just so important for us to like really understand what we're doing. Like we're making history. You know what I mean? Y'all
Mhm.
making history.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what's gonna happen with tomorrow. Like y'all might get a call tomorrow and y'all might actually stop somebody from getting killed.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's major. You
That's
know
the
what I
reality
mean?
of this, like for real.
Yeah, of the work. And I think it's important for y'all to get the acknowledgement of the work as well, even though you're not doing it for the accolades of it. You know what I mean? But history is getting written. You know what I mean? And it's important. I think it's important to get the archives together. Like at the end of the day, we're in a historic space and you know what I mean, the largest black city in America, you know what I mean? The first capital in the history of America. Like we in a space. Like we ain't walking around on North Dakota.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers know what Philadelphia is all around the world, you know what I mean? And they associate it with violence. They associate North Philadelphia with violence. You know what I'm saying? So to get back in it, like, let me get a little like breakdown of your whole situation. Like how much time you did tick? Like not even a tick. Like you a pop, you got kids.
Yeah,
Like,
I did 5 years.
Yeah. You got kids though?
Yeah.
How many kids you got?
I got 2.
2 kids? How old your kids?
3 and 2.
3 and 2. Okay.
Yeah.
You got young kids. Hey.
Yeah.
You got kids?
No, I don't got no kids. I did 13 years though.
You did 13?
I went to jail at 15, right?
Dang, I
went
thought
to
you
jail
did like a
2006.
parent puppy.
I went to jail.
I thought you was a parent puppy, then you in the team. No, we ain't gonna do that. Then you did 13.
Yeah, I went to jail at 15. I went to jail 2006.
You went to jail when I went to jail.
Yeah, I went to jail November 25th.
Oh, you was on
the House of Correction.
House of Correction. You was
Yeah.
on there with Wood and all of them.
Yeah. Who Wood? No,
Yeah.
Wood was in it before me.
Oh, Wood was like 04.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 06. Dang. So where you go at? How was that for you? Where you go at?
See, I ain't never go to the juvenile joint. I went straight up house dub.
Oh, you went house there?
Yeah, I
How
ain't never
old
go
was
to
you?
Pine Grove. I was 17.
So, what was like? I don't want to turn this joint to a jail joint, right? But I want to know that, like, 15, like, and how old was you when you went?
I was 22. I caught my case when I was 19.
19.
Yeah.
So the first time y'all went to the F or the house, like, what was your thoughts?
I'm like, yo, no, listen, I'm thinking I'm about to go to the U Station. You know, I'm a juvenile. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go to the U Station. Yeah, like, no, we about to take you to State Road. So I never, like, really thought about the juvenile. I'm like, I'm about to go to CF with all the guys.
Yeah.
Everybody all locked up. You know, everybody, 2006, everybody in the county.
Yeah.
Like, you going to the house of correction. I remember I just walked in the job. I'm like, I'm in this long ass hole. I'm the receiver. And they like, strip out, put the jumpsuit on. They make me get naked. And I'm like, damn, this shit crazy.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah. Cough and all that.
Yeah,
Bend
you
over like
feel
a
me?
nut. Yeah. So what about you, Lil? Your first time?
Oh, man, it was nutty, man. It was nutty. Locked down all the time, majority of the time, locked down. Everything was Geo.
Yeah.
I ain't know it was going to be like that. And, man, it was like North Philly hanging with North Philly,
Yeah.
South Philly hanging with South
Yeah.
Philly. It was like Geo, North Philly phone, South Philly phone,
Yeah.
Frankfurt phone.
Yeah.
And, man, it was Geo. It was crazy.
Yeah, I remember my first time booked. I was like 17, I think. No, I was like 18 when I went to the F. And I remember being little as shit. Like I was little.
That's how I was 15.
Yeah. I was little. I remember I got booked. I remember to the T. I got booked on New Curtis Somerset. I had some red little sweats on. I thought I was out there hustling in some red little sweats and a t-shirt. Got booked, served undercover. And I remember going to the F, like, damn, I'm going to the F. And I remember like just hearing stories of the F. And it was this dude inside the holding cell. He was like the funniest dude I ever met. And he was just like cracking jokes.
Yeah.
And it was like, and you know, I was little, so he like, damn, young, he busting on everybody. So it made it like, it relaxed me, right? But I'm saying this for a story, right? So I remember reading the book. Like, if you ever get these drawings, it's called Uncle Tom's Cabin, right?
Yeah.
And they talk about slavery. And they talk about, like, they was taking the bull. Like, you know how they say Uncle Tom was like Uncle Tom?
Yeah, Uncle Tom.
But he was really a stand-up dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
They repainted him with history to make him the opposite of what he was because they didn't want people to be like him. Yeah, that's how vicious they
like,
is.
Uncle Tom,
Yeah.
what's your Uncle Tom? You a
I just
sellout.
seen
You
that
know?
Yeah.
on the gram, too.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Yeah, but
man.
Uncle Tom really a stand-up bull.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me? But they
Yeah.
didn't want blacks to idolize him, so they turned him into the opposite. So anyway, he was like booked. He was sending him down south because he didn't whip the boy what they wanted him to whip. So they sent him from Maryland to Louisiana. That was like going from the low to the pen, whatever, right? So I'm saying this because, like, you know, they say incarceration in modern day slavery. So one of the things when he was booked one time, when he was going through transition, he was like in a holding cell. And they was talking about how everybody was laughing and joking, making light of the situation, and he wasn't. And that made me think about the first time when I got booked, on how they make it so much ease for you Like you laugh, joke, you big, cell phones, this, that, and the third, and you forget that you booked. And now you don't really understand. You probably didn't really know you was booked till you was in your 6th year.
It was like the county, like the street,
Yeah,
bro. You still getting high in there, blowing, like you said, cell phone, all
Yeah.
that. So it was like the street for real stuff.
Until you feel like you talk to you ain't had no kids then.
No.
You had your kid when you came home. You ain't
Yeah.
got no kids. How you feel like I ain't having no kids?
They on the way rack check. I got something to move.
Uh,
I got inshallah, you feel?
You got something to move. I mean, I got 3 sons. And my oldest son was 5 when I fell. He's 22 now. When I came home, he was what, 21. You know what I'm saying? And you know Maj. You don't know Maj? Maj? 32nd Street. Yeah, he a little young boy. That's my oldest son. Yeah, but I mean, that was the thing too, like being booked with your kids, knowing your kids growing up or whatever. And that's one of the reasons, like one of the things I wanted to do. But I say like being a father right now too is hard too, especially with young boys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to like prepare y'all for that too.
No, with girls too though, man.
I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, I'm saying for
Yeah.
both though, man. It's wild. Like, man, you got all the sexy reds and all that.
Yeah.
That influence crazy.
That's
Bro,
imagery.
right. Yeah.
So let me ask y'all that. With imagery, right? Like when you see the danger in your kids watching imagery, like on what they saying, like think back to you. Like how was that with you? You
It
feel
was
what I'm saying?
crazy. Every time I listened to Jeezy, I wanted to go trap.
Yeah.
Bro, right.
Yeah, you grew up on Cumberland on Murderwood.
Yeah, on Murder
Yeah, I know you pop all that. Yeah.
Every time I heard Jeezy, I'm like, oh, I gotta go get this cheese.
Yeah.
And I let it influence me.
Yeah.
Subconsciously. You mean? I'm thinking like I'm a leader. I don't get peer pressure, all this stuff, but I'm letting it influence me without me even realizing it.
Break that down subconsciously.
Like basically, subconsciously to me is like you doing something without even realize you doing it. You mean it's getting in your brain, all that, and you're not even thinking about it, but you already doing it.
You already doing it. You been influenced to do it. Don't even know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What about you? What was like? You 15? What you get booked for at 15? Man?
I ain't Robbie Tempted Mirror take your
Oh,
shit.
you was like,
Girl.
yeah, he was drawn. But go ahead. Like, what made you like? So I know you're older, brother. You know what I mean? I remember, like, you know, I used to be on 26th Street when I was a young boy.
I remember. I used to see.
Yeah, I used to be on 26th Street.
That was the spot.
Yeah, Q and all that, spanking all that back in the day. Like, I like kind of like I love the way I grew up because I was like able to be like I grew up on 20s. My mom was from Lehigh, my dad was from Cumberland, so it was like I got the chance to like be around
Everywhere.
everywhere.
My dad lived down 18th in Cumberland. I used to down there with them. Then he moved down 32nd Street. I was down there. And my mom from 25th Street. So I'm all around the whole 19132 area code. You feel
And
me?
that's a blessing. And you know what I mean? Because then you get to know so many people. You know what I mean? And that could be like your blessing now, like being able to be like, all right, like I could call, bang, I could bang this. Even a situation might happen. I feel like that's the thing too. Like we all maybe could work on better. Like just feeling like we get out there, like getting the young boys to connect with each other at younger ages. So because we never know if a young boy from 32nd in Cumberland is with a young boy from 26 in Lehigh at 9 years old, when they 19, that could stop a murder.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel what I'm saying? Like finding ways to connect them at younger ages, in younger spaces. And I think it take for them to see us doing it. Because a lot of times too, like that's one of the things we wanted to do with the basketball league this summer is like show the young boys, instead of just saying, all right, young boys, y'all gonna do it, show the young boys that old heads can do it. You know what I mean? Because we be on bullshit too.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody keeps saying young boys, but it really, niggas be on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it take us to like put our heads together sometime and just show like a connection. Like, yo, this is how you do it. You know what I mean? Instead of telling them. So I want to go back to that subconsciously though, because I feel like it's trillions of dollars getting put in our subconscious minds. Like, and you know, criminal justice system within itself. A lot of people don't know it's a $65 billion a year industry. Yeah. Every judge.
I knew it was billions. I didn't know it was 65
billion. Because everything is money. Like think about the jail, right? Somebody got those catch-up contracts. Somebody got the cable contract. Somebody got the phone contract.
Robert Bush got Keefe.
Yes, Keefe. Somebody making the chairs.
Yep, real right.
You know what I mean? The electricity bill. like it's $65 billion a year industry off of crime. So when we understand that, and then you look at the people who get the money off of it, none of them look like us.
Yeah, for sure. Oh,
It's modern day slavery. You know what I mean? And that's like I got a hard time swallowing that. That's why I be just like it be sometimes irritating. Like sometimes I don't even like to look at like those. I don't even like to look at shit like Snowfall sometimes, because I'm looking like, man, I like this joint, good TV show, but when you look at the people who making money off the TV show and how many of our people lost their lives because of coke, it's like, dang, another play on us. You know what I'm saying? That's why that's just me on my little. I mean, I be on some bullshit. I ain't gonna say bullshit. I be on that time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes I could be a little too deep, but that's like how my brain be operating. So, on another note, like basically, like what keep you going? Like, what's your pastime?
Like what? Like as far as like my
It's
what I
life.
do in leisure time, or
Yeah,
just
like how your days look, like.
everything. Like I said, I'm about to start this podcast. I just shot my first episode last night with my man. So I'll be doing that. Of course, you mean
Give
I'm
them the
doing
name of the podcast.
Streets to Success.
Streets to
Man.
Success.
Yeah, Streets to Success.
So what would be the meaning behind that? Streets to success.
Basically, like me and Milwaukee, one of Milwaukee's, like everything we went through.
Okay.
Like we literally was in every jail from the county to Camp Hill to Greatesford to
Yeah.
Forest.
Yeah,
You mean? And then we just got into the books and everything up there.
yeah.
You mean? I took a business management class when I was up there, sending my textbooks, all that through the mail. You mean? We just start capitalizing off of that. Like,
Yeah.
bro, when we touch down, we jumping on it.
Yeah.
You mean? So that's basically how I went.
What about you, Doc?
yeah, I stay busy. You hear me, right? You see
Yeah,
me?
yeah, you be
I stay
moving.
busy.
I be
One thing I
everywhere, my
admire
man,
about you, Doc,
everywhere.
like I really admire, like when I look at your stories, like you really tapped in with the young ones.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
that ball, that's your thing. You know what I mean? I think that's important to like tap into with them. And I feel like looking at you from afar, just being like sometimes just a visionary. I see things. I think you should really like look into like starting something with them, like with them young boys that play ball.
Yeah. We got a program right there in North and they own.
Yeah, I ain't talking about the game. I
Oh,
was talking like even them just like connecting them with like older ball players.
Okay, okay.
You know what I mean? Just like finding a platform, like just to kind of do it for their mental, cause you got them and they love you. You feel what I'm saying? And I think I admire that. Like, damn, to be able to, cause everybody don't got it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everybody do the work, not everybody, but the people that do the work, everybody got their own niches in the work that they do, and all of it collected is one pot. It's the ingredients. Like everything matter. Like ain't nobody. It's not gonna be one organization, one person that's gonna like do everything. But it just takes a collective of people. Like it might be a young boy, you might be like you on business management. Yeah, might be a young boy you run across, want to do something. All right, look, let me send you to my man Lil. This, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Young boy might play ball. I really ain't got nothing for him with it, but I can't dribble with my left. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. But I love ball, watch it. But I might say, damn, you play young boy, all right, I'm gonna hook you up with my man. He gonna love you, you know what I mean? It's just certain things I feel like, you know what I mean, that's good. Like, I don't know if that's your niche, that's your thing, but I see it's your thing. Like, I always see you like going to the games, posting the young boys, like that seems like it's your thing, ball. You feel what I'm saying?
Always my thing when I was a young boy.
You know how to play?
Yeah, I play.
They
I was
just
playing
cooked
early.
us
I cooked them
early.
early,
Played
man.
the youngest at the school.
Oh,
They
you could.
beat us. They beat us.
Who the young boys beat y'all?
No, Dot was on the team with two young boys against
know how to play
me,
ball?
John the Hell.
You
Yeah,
used
I
to
know.
be
how to
slimmer,
play.
huh?
Yeah. No, I was always
Big boy.
husky. Yeah.
You play football?
Yeah, I played football
What
at the
school you went to?
Mills.
Oh, you went to the Mills?
Yeah, yeah.
What was that? What you
I was on Van Buren.
Oh, Van
Yeah, I
Burnham.
don't
We
think
used
that
to
was
call him
built
Van.
when you was up
Yeah,
there.
we used to call him Van Burnham. Van
Oh,
Burnham
wow.
was vicious.
Oh, yeah.
I was in
Yeah.
Polk Hall.
Polk Hall.
The
That's
first joint
what's
saw you come in right by Fillmore. All right, when you come on the Mills on the campus, the football
Yeah.
court right there, football
Yeah.
field,
Mhm.
the first building, the annex, is Fillmore and Polk Hall. It
All right.
probably ain't Polk no more. What year you was up there?
I was up there in, what, like 06, 07? If I'm not
Dang, I
mistaken.
was in the feds.
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah, I got 14. I did 14 months in the
I
Mills.
did 18 in the Mills. 18 months in the Mills. I couldn't even sue the Mills.
No?
I ain't want to. Mills saved my life, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when
Yeah.
I went to the Mills at 15, I believe, and my brother had got killed before that, And like that's when I was like running around, like I was running around with Pop, Lil, we was drawing, like everybody was like popping pills every time you turn around. Like and then I went to the mills and they like took me out of that space. Like I
Wow.
was like that's when like Xannies, y'all was popping like I was popping Xannies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like we was popping Xannies like all day, every day, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And when I came home from the mills, I was like I never popped a Xanny again. But it slowed me down. You know what I mean? The mills is a good joint for me. And I just when people were suing it, I just couldn't sue. I'm like, man, I ain't had no type of situations
Yeah.
or nothing anyway.
Yeah.
But you know, like people like, man,
Yeah,
it's a lawsuit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Van Burnham, when I was there, they had put somebody's head in the toilet and broke the toilet with somebody's head in Van Burnham.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they shut the joint down. Y'all was under the Betamax?
No, we was up top. Like we was on the level. See, that's what
Oh,
I'm
they
saying.
rebuilt it.
It was a whole different unit.
Oh,
Like it was lined up with the other units. I think it was like Jackson Hall or something next to
oh,
it.
Teller Hall, Jackson Hall.
Yeah, it was like
Jefferson.
right in the middle of them John.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Yeah, yup.
Yeah, I was on the mills from '99 to '01.
Right.
And even the mills, like when y'all was growing up, when you was growing, was the mills a thing?
What you mean?
Like when I was a young boy, like all of them went to the mills. Like Lil Boo was at the mills.
Yeah, Mills and Georgine was like a thing.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
yeah,
like
yeah,
all the
yeah.
old heads, they been to the mills.
Yeah.
So it was like going to the mills was a part of the play. You know what I mean? Like when you like I used to like Lil Boo was like I idolize Lil Boo. Lil Boo, that Benz wagon come through, I'm running to the corner of the block. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's why I'm saying it's so important now for young boys to see something different. Because when you're young, you idolizing things. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like Lil Boo was somebody like I actually wanted to be like. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to like hustle, say my joint bankroll, wear my
No
jeans.
way.
Like you know what I mean? That's I'm keeping it all the way funky.
Free Little Boo, man.
You know what I mean? No doubt because like these dudes was what they was like. It's crazy. I told Champ this like he had a cookout in 1998, bro, at 29th and Chalmers. And this one, like, the first time when Beans really, like, took off,
Mhm.
Beans was up there rapping. I mean, it was so many not Bentley, it was so many Benzes, Jags, BMWs, and all that joint up there. I mean, if you ain't hustled then, it was like you wasn't even alive. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who had the cookout, Boo?
Champ.
Or
Champ had the cookout. Champ was like HIM.
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying? He had the Jag, he had the convertible Jag. You had like Daryl had the GS4, like the Lil Boo had the Benz. You had Tone. You had Pieface. Had the first one in the city with the Navigator. Like the way was the way. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you was looking at these things like wide eyed, sitting on the Chinese store step, and it was like if you wasn't hustling, like you had KLUB, you had so many people. They was riding around like. Think about all of us growing up and how we is now. Think about the way. And think about every block having a Benz on the corner.
That's heavy.
That's how that joint was.
Yeah.
Like where y'all at, like Bonzall and all that. Bonzall Street had blocks, bro, like on houses, you had to wait. It had waiting lists for lookout boys. Like you like, man, I'm on a waiting list. I can't wait to be a lookout boy. Yeah, like this how this joint was. Hamburger Street, like all these things was real. You feel what I'm saying? Like you was idolizing these things and like how the young boys think about guns now is how you thought about drugs then. And like I say that to bring it back to like Lil Boo and all of them, it's like we all knew like they stories. They had like these stories, like these big stories. Lil Boo had an 855, 850 yard, they blew that joint up at Grass. You know what I mean? It's like these idolization stories that you're idolizing and you want to be of that. So when you going up the Glen Mills to me was part of my route. It was like running the route. It was like beating the press. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, all right, I'm up the mills now. What's next? Or I'm on Home Pass, hustle on Home Pass. Used to go on Home Pass and hustle on Sterner Street with Ryan and all of them. 26 and Sterner was popping. You know what I mean? So these little things was going on, you know what I mean? And it just like, I'm just like proud, thankful to be here, like, because a lot of people not.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
People still in prison and all that.
People
Or
still in prison.
dead.
Or dead, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I think it's important for us to realize, especially y'all, not me, I'm old head, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm an old head. You know, I got grades. Sometimes young boys look at me like I'm their grandpa. You know what I mean? Y'all still got your hairlines. You know what I mean? I ain't got none of that. I'm in the way. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's important for the young boys to see y'all in those spaces because you never know like how much they looking up to you because they might have lost their older brother and was looking for a brother like I was. You feel what I'm saying? Or they might not have never had a pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when y'all go see him, like that's that stuff very important. So what's like somebody positive that y'all look up to them?
Like people,
Yeah.
Pastor Curl, my man John Solomon.
Yeah, of course.
Feel me?
Those two, of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
What
Big influence in our life.
what you think
Jingle Boy.
it's about like what about them like make y'all like look up to them, want to be connected to them, like proud, thankful to be connected to them,
Just
really-
being straight up and down.
straight up and down.
I mean, it's hard to ever, like to get that or come across that where we come from.
Yeah.
It's always like a hidden agenda or something. You know what I mean?
Angle.
So that's them being straight up and down is like, you know what I mean? That's everything right there.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I think it's important to acknowledge that like the reasons why you connect with people, so you can like value that within yourself. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I think it's important like to like all right understand like all right. That's why I told y'all from the rip like why I called y'all up here because I sit back and watch.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I be on the joint like like everybody else on the joint. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes like certain people I watch and pay attention to. You know what I mean? And a lot of times I think social media is so like dangerous sometimes that we won't connect physically.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I done been in spaces where I might follow a person and the person might follow me. We be in the same space and they won't even speak. Like, that, what's up, bro? I gotta follow you on the joint. Oh yeah, what's up? Like, nah, come on. You know what I mean?
It'd be like that.
Yeah, like
be like that.
yeah. Like no, that joint is like it's boots on the ground. You know what I mean? And I think that's important. Another thing I think important, like the danger of that joint is too, is people could get so lost in that joint that they don't even like live their real life. Like when shit get real for me, I jump in Uber. You feel what I'm saying? Like, like I ain't. Sometimes it might get real. I got Uber kill. Like I hope they don't take that joint from me. You feel me? That joint get the cheat off. It get real. Go make me a quick deuce, pay that, and I'm on. You know what I mean? But I feel like people be so caught up in these joints, they'd rather be just people. Some people will pull up on the Uber and die. Like, damn, SDOT, send me in the Uber. I drive Uber, I do DoorDash, I do whatever when they get real. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, because it going.
You ain't sitting out in no corner. You feel me?
No, it's gonna get real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And how was it? You say you did? You fell at 15 or what?
15. I did 5 years and 6 months.
Yeah.
I came home at 20, right before I turned 21. And I got booked at 22 to 29.
29. So when was your first bank? How old was you when you got your first bank account?
My first bank account? 2020.
2020.
I got the American Heritage. I was 29.
That was my first job.
American Heritage.
Yeah, right there on
Then I got the Navy Federal. Yeah, right 100
Yeah, I'm on Navy too now. We on the same lane.
Then I got the Navy Federal.
That was my first job, American Heritage. I had my first bank account at 40 years old, bro. You know what I mean? I was like, dang, I ain't know how. It's crazy. This my man. He on the camera. He taught me how to do the Apple Pay job when I first came home.
Yeah. Yo, crazy. I just learned that probably like a couple months back.
The
I was
Apple
doing Cash App and he just cut my job. I'm like, let's cut my job.
Yeah. And I think those are the things that we don't pay attention to as far as transition.
Yeah.
Like coming home, like just little things like that, like first bank account. You know what I mean? Like it's my first time paying with bills in my name. You know what I mean? And another thing I had to deal with, like having the credit joint. Like I'm used to like bankroll.
Yeah, money.
Yeah.
I was like that. You crazy?
Fuck me up. Go ahead, I'm listening to you now.
Yo, crazy. I used to always take all this money. A little shit I was talking to, she like, why the fuck you always got this money on you? Like, go put it in the bank. That's not just like, all right, put all the money in the bank and all that. I just use my Navy Federal card, damn.
Yeah, but that's dangerous. I think, like, that's another thing, like, when I say transition, all that's transition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's
because you used to having that.
But it's crazy because we taught, though, to stay away from credit.
Yeah.
Like, my grandma was always on the tip, like, don't get them credit cards. Don't get them credit cards, you feel me? Like, man, you gonna max them out, all that stuff. Like, stay away from it. And it's like, now you grow older, and it's like, credit everything for real.
Yeah, I got a mixed feeling though. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, all right.
Think so?
I mean, you the popular joint right now. I'm not
Yeah.
saying I'm right,
Mm-hmm.
but my experience with credit,
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have cash, man. I'd rather like my joint now, pay my credit cards off, cut them off, and just rock with cash. That's my joint
Yeah.
because it's like you paying credit for everything. You paying more for me personally. I'm not saying I'm right financially, fiscal, or whatever the case may be. I know just like my experience with money has been physical money. Like
Right.
when at my highest, it was just like you said, it was spending money, and I
Mhm.
just operate better with physical cash. Like I'm right now, I just rather cop than like even it's like to me, it's like getting some work from somebody, and I could get work from somebody, but next thing you know, you like, yo, you done that joint? I'm like, damn, bro. I'd rather cop, and then I could go cop off somebody else if I want, or whatever the case may be. But I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel like you right.
Yeah, my point of view a little different because it's like all the benefits that come with the credit card. You feel me?
I feel
Points,
like you right.
cash back rewards. Like as long as you pay it back before the next billing cycle, you don't pay no interest on it. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel like you're right.
No. I feel where you coming from too, and it's like a good thing and a bad thing with me too. Like as far as like, I don't know, like I feel like it's another way for them to transition from like they did the paper food stamps to the access card.
Yeah,
I think it's the same thing.
yeah.
Like they getting out of cash to transfer them to credit card.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So they can track where you going and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Maybe because I banged my credit down fast. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna keep it real because I feel like when I came home, it was like I had to check myself. Like I had to reestablish my relationship with money.
Right.
It was like even with my wife, I had to like learn how to be a husband. I still don't know. Like I still don't know how to be a husband. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I be trying, but I, like my relationship with women ain't never been husband and wife.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real. You know what I mean? My relationship with women never been husband and wife. I'm like trying to be a man and all that. You feel what I'm saying? So my relationship with money has never been that. My relationship with money has been just getting it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now it's like, all right, like I just try to like, all right, stack my bread. You know what I mean? Just like go back to the basics of spending or go back to the basics. Because some things that hit you too fast, maybe I ain't ready for that yet. Because a lot of the shit in my life, like I be shooting like I don't really be ready for. I just like, I don't care. I just go because I'm living a life.
Yeah.
But like even with my kids, like, you know, having a son 22 years old, 16, 17, like that joint different for me. I'm used to hollering at my kids on the phone. I ain't used to like, how you is with your emotions? Like you be like, especially you've been like so long, like, you know what I'm talking about, like emotionally, like, you know, in the jail, like nobody answer the phone, you just call the next person.
Yeah, that's how I think.
Yeah. So how it is out here with you?
What are we doing with you? I just be going with the flow, you feel me?
Yeah, that's how it is with me, but they could get you like in a relationship, like they want you to be emotionally attached and all that. Like for me, it's like, you know, I done went months without talking to like a lot of people. You feel what I'm saying?
That's how it be sometimes.
What you say?
That's how it be sometimes, for sure.
Yeah.
Man, where you been? You been in?
Yeah. So now I wish we had more time, but we, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, you know,
I get us back up here then, right?
I'm gonna get y'all back. We're gonna do it next time. We're gonna do something crazy, right? I want y'all to know you got your new podcast. I'm gonna make sure I throw it at the bottom of the joint too, like your ads and all that, and just leave the people with what you want to leave them with. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna let y'all go ahead.
I mean, just make sure y'all tune in. Us to us. Your main podcast on the way. Streets of Success. You mean? Shout out to my man, my OG right here, man. You mean? Sturdy. You mean? Giving us our flowers while we still here. Unlike majority of these other OAs out here. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Just, you mean? Tune up.
For sure. You already know I appreciate you, right? You feel me?
All right.
Go ahead, give us something, man.
You were the legendary always from the SMS, man. I appreciate you a lot. You feel me?
Appreciate that. I appreciate y'all, and I want y'all to like pay attention to Area 32, doing great work. You know what I mean? So you see the young boy, you like, damn, young boys out here moving. You know what I mean? I wanted to really get them up here And I want to just do something different. Like I said, it's the Big Homie Club. It's KLUB, knowingly loving you back. Like it ain't about no big homie. It's about like what we gonna give y'all because of what we got. And that's the goal of the whole situation. Real situations, real conversations with real people doing real things. With that, we out. One.